His brother's voice still echoed in his head. To peace, to family. And now the same family was accusing him of murder. Mobolaji arrived with 2 women supporting her, face buried in her wrapper, pretending to weep. But when she lifted her head to speak, her voice was sharp and dry. That boy killed my husband. Tunde flinched. He wanted to scream, to fight, but the weight of the accusation crushed him. The elders asked him to narrate the event. Again, he told them everything. How Lakan had come dressed in white, smiling. How they drank palm wine and shared in Nkwobi. How he went to ease himself. How everything seemed fine until Lakan collapsed. Then he stopped. He turned to Baba Adio, the oldest elder, tears running freely. Baba, why would I kill the only brother I have left in this world? Silence. The kind of silence that weighs heavier than thunder. Then, from the edge of the gathering, Wali Agbai appeared, barefoot, slow, humming his usual tunes. Ai me oh. The crowd parted for him, not out of respect, but out of fear and confusion. He walked into the middle of the circle, squatted near Tunde, and looked at him with strangely clear eyes. Then he stood, raised his right hand to the sky, and spoke. I saw it. The poison, the paw, the switch. He turned to the elders and pointed at Mobolaji. That one. She brought the death powder, gave it to the husband. He put it in the cup. I swapped it. The crowd gasped. Mobolaji laughed nervously. He's mad. Why are we listening to a lunatic? But Wally dipped his hand into his nylon bag again and brought out the empty brown bottle. He handed it to Baba Adio. One of the younger men took it to Alhaji Danladi, the chemist, who examined it carefully. Poison, he confirmed. Rat poison mixed with herbal tranquilizer. Mobolaji's face went pale. Still, she denied. I don't know where he got that. This is a setup. You people want to protect your beloved Tunde. Baba Adio raised his hand. Silence. The other elders leaned in. One whispered, Let's question her in private. But another elder stood and said, Let the truth breathe in the open. Mobolaji was taken aside, away from the crowd, but the villagers listened from every corner. An elder woman, Mamatola, known for extracting secrets with kindness, approached her gently. She sat beside her. My daughter, you've cried, but your eyes are not wet. Tell us the truth. What happened that day? Mobolaji bit her lips. Silence. Then she broke. Tears, real ones, and sobbing words. I didn't mean for him to die. I only told him to scare Tunde. I wanted the land. I was tired of sharing. He said he just wanted to make him sick, not kill him. She confessed everything. The plan, the powder, the stirring, the fake peace. But it had backfired. Instead of killing Tunde, Lekan drank his own betrayal. Evening, the truth had spread. Tunde was vindicated. Mobolaji was taken to the village shrine and later handed to local authorities. The land was declared neutral and was no longer under Lekan's family name until further notice. And Wali Agbai. People no longer called him mad. They called him Oju Olodumare, the eye of God, but he only laughed and said, This world is a calabash. What you put inside, you will drink. For days, the village of Aponrin couldn't sleep. Everyone had something to say. At the stream, in the market, under the mango tree. They spoke in whispers, gasps, and wide-eyed shock. The same woman who wore lace to church on Sunday. The same wife who served Lekan with smiles and silence. Was the architect of his death. But it wasn't just her confession that shook the village. It was Wali Agbai, the madman, the same man people mocked, poured dirty water on, and used as comic relief at naming ceremonies. He had saved a life and revealed a death. Baba Adio summoned all the elders again, this time not to accuse, but to reflect. The brown bottle was laid on the shrine floor, its label faint, its contents long gone. Alhaji Danladi, the chemist, stood in front of it. He turned to the elders. I traced the powder inside. It is a mixture of rodenticide, sleep-inducing herbs and something else, probably palm kernel ash, very deadly in small amounts. The shrine grew quiet. Then the chief priest of a Ponran village, Baba Alagba, an old seer with grey eyes and an eternal frown, stepped forward. He picked up the bottle, sniffed it, then raised it to the sky. May this bottle never return to this land. He poured libation and performed a brief chant, banishing its spirit from the soil. Mobalaji was brought forward. Her fine wrapper was gone, her headscarf undone. She looked nothing like the proud wife from weeks ago. She was made to kneel in front of the council. Tears cannot wash this one, Baba Adio said firmly. You planned it. You pushed him. And now you shall face both man and spirit. Mobalaji broke down. I only wanted comfort. I suffered as a child. I just wanted to have something of my own. But not with blood, said Mamatola quietly. Not with betrayal. By order of the council, she was handed over to the district police the next morning. She was taken out of the village on foot, escorted by 2 local guards. As she left, children watched from behind huts, some too afraid to speak. Others whispered, "That's the woman who killed her husband with her mouth." And as her figure disappeared into the dusty horizon, so did the last remnant of the life she once built. 3 days after the trial, something unexpected happened. Wali Agbai, usually found humming behind Mama Dada's shop, was seen wearing a clean shirt and sandals. He looked less mad, more human, and for the first time, he sat under the elder's shed and spoke clearly. My real name is Dr. Olumide Ayula. I was once a lecturer at University of Ibadan. Gasps erupted. I was poisoned by a colleague over a research grant. It ruined my mind. My family abandoned me. I wandered for years until I found myself here. The elders sat speechless. Tunde, sitting among them, covered his mouth in disbelief. You saved me, he said quietly. Wally, or rather Doctor. Ayula nodded. I saw myself in you, an innocent soul. I couldn't watch another injustice happen. The chief stood slowly and said, This man is no longer a madman. He is our messenger. From that day, Dr. Ayula was no longer called Wali Agbai. He was honoured, federal, clothed, and given a small hut beside the village shrine, where he lived peacefully and quietly. Tunde never touched the land again. He left it uncultivated for a full year, out of respect for his brother. But when he returned, he did something unexpected. He called the village elders, widows and orphans, and donated half of the land to build a community farm, a place where no one would go hungry, a place where betrayal would never grow again. At the entrance, he placed a hand-carved sign that read, Let love lead, or poison will. And every planting season, the farmers bowed their heads before sowing, not just for rain, but in memory of Lekan, and in gratitude for a mad man who wasn't mad at all. Dr. Ayula, formerly known as Wali Agbai, now lived quietly in a small thatched hut near the old shrine. The villagers no longer mocked him. Instead, they brought him food, clothes, and even chairs to sit on, as he taught children forgotten proverbs and old village riddles. On market days, he would sit with the young men and share tales from his university days. Stories about Lagos, Ibadan, and the power of knowledge. Many could hardly believe this was the same man who used to chase goats and argue with walls. When asked how he recovered so suddenly, he'd only smile and say, "When justice rises, sanity follows." One afternoon, he called Tunde to his hut. "Tunde," he said, holding a carved walking stick, "do not let your brother's death be your identity. Let it be your lesson." Tunde bowed his head. "I will never forget." Dr. Ayula nodded. "Good, because some people leave this world to save others. Your brother's greed saved your purpose." Thanks for watching. Join me next time for more captivating stories. Trust me, you won't want to miss it. Before you go, help me grow this community. Hit that like button for more thrilling content. Subscribe for new uploads. Comment below with your theories and reactions. Share with friends and family who love a good story. I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for being an amazing part of this journey.